Kuala Lumpur has a staggering 66 shopping malls, including 3 of the biggest 10 anywhere on Earth. But for badminton's best, retail therapy is the very last thing on their minds, because it's starting to get serious at the Axiata Arena. It's quarter-final day at the Malaysia Open. And we say a big thank you to Lucas Lee, singles player, for bringing on the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals trophy. That will be played for by the world's best in Hangzhou, China, in just under 1 year's time. Here's our lineup. 3 matches in the first session, kicking off with the women's top seed An Se-young, unstoppable last year and looking good to retain her title here, unless Højmark Kjaersfeldt has other ideas. The second women's singles semi to follow, the 27th meeting between PV Sindhu and Akane Yamaguchi. The Japanese has won the last 3 in a rivalry that goes back 13 years. The men's centre stage next, and we'll see the defending champion and world number 1, Shiyu Chi. He faces this week's giant killer, Lee Truk-Yu. We recommence then at 3 o'clock local time, and plenty more action for you to enjoy with star-studded names everywhere you look. Antonsen versus Nishimoto, that could last a while. Toft and Mayalud with a 1-love head-to-head record against the world top 3 pair, Veronica and Pao Sampran, and they're the defending champions, the Thais. And then another 5 matches in the company of Steen Pedersen and Jill Clark. Pretty much something for everyone here on day 4 of action at the Malaysia Open. Let's have a look at the women's singles draw. Just 8 ladies left, and we are concentrating on that top match. An Se-young, the favourite, the defending champion, the Olympic champion, up against Højmark Kjaersfeldt, who had a walkover yesterday. I'm Trevor Harris alongside Bobby Griffin. Kjaersfeldt's never beaten An Se-young. Bobby, and from what we've seen this week, there's no reason to believe that's going to change today.
It's certainly going to be a very tough test for the Dane to come up against, well, in my book at least, the very best badminton player on the planet across all disciplines, losing just 4 matches. An Se-young in the entire year of 2025, and one of those was a withdrawal. But we don't really know the form of Kjaersfeldt. Han Yue withdrew yesterday, as you mentioned, and she had a fairly comfortable match on day 1 against an opponent who was promoted from the reserve list, ranked 40. A pretty confident result for Kjaersfeldt. And of course, Michelle Lee pushed An Se-young all the way in round 1, so you never know.
5-love on the head-to-heads. 4 of those have been in single games, in straight games I should say, most recently the Sudirman Cup quarter-final in China last May. I think Kjaersfeldt will just be happy if she keeps this competitive. Toughest task in women's badminton when you've got that woman on the other side of the net. First got to world number 1 back in August of 2023. She won 3 of the 4 Super 1000 events last year, including this one. And 11 titles in total in 2025, which is just astonishing. 34 now overall on the World Tour. She's won this event in 3 of the last 4 years. She got to the final, the other, beaten by Yamaguchi in 2023. Michelle Lee did push her all the way, as you can see there, as Bobby was saying. No problems against the Nozomi Okahara yesterday in the second round. Kjaersfeldt, who's 31 now, ranked down at 26 in the world. That high ranking was a long time ago. July of 2019 when she reached number 16. She is the reigning European champion, however. Great win last year, beating Scotland's Kirsty Gilmore in the final. She's got one of those really unenviable records. 7 finals she's made on the World Tour and lost a lot. most recently at the Swiss Open last year to Chen Yufei. There's that walkover, and a first round match that lasted barely half an hour. So, as you say, we don't really know what kind of form she's in. It will be tested, that much we do know. Edmund Lee of Malaysia is in the umpire's chair. And just a reminder, just to stress again, we've got 3 matches in the first session. It's just gone 9 AM local time here. And then we'll stop after the first 3, and then we'll reconvene with the next 7 from 3 PM local time. Celebration that we saw from An Se-young when she won the last point against Michelle Lee in the first round. I think it tells you everything. There's absolutely no question that she's still got 100% hunger for winning matches and winning tournaments. She's only 23. I mean, that's the staggering thing.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier in the week that she might be a player that goes on to break records towards the end of her career. It'd be really interesting to see how the next few years pans out for her if she maintains that hunger. Love to think that she will. You can tell, like you say, from that reaction, she hates losing.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Højmark Kjaersfeldt, Denmark. And on my left, An Se-young, Korea. An Se-young to serve, level, play.
So here we go then, first shuttle about to be hit in anger on quarterfinals day. If Kjaersfeldt can play a few lengthy rallies with An Se-young first up here, I think that'll do her confidence a power of good. Try and knock the defending champion just out of her comfort zone a little bit. Easier said than done, obviously.
Well, that's exactly what Michelle Lee did, and I referenced that match more than the performance yesterday from An Se-young over Nozomi Okuhara, which was fairly one-sided in the end. But you'd have to say, Trevor, you're right. She is fallible, particularly in an opening game, and if Kjaersfeldt can dig deep, conditions here are notable. Year on year, we say the same kind of thing, and we've been talking about it this week. It was An Se-young who won the coin toss. She elected that far side of the court.
Died off the tape. Hard enough to play An Se-young at the best of times when she's getting a little bit of good fortune. It's nigh on impossible.
Lovely bit of deception as well.
I don't think that Kjaersfeldt should be afraid to try and find some winners, especially down the line. Okay, that one just missed, but I don't think she wants to just get into a sort of passive mindset against the Korean.
No, she's the taller player, and I'd like to see her use that to her advantage. In my opinion, even at... Well, she's into her 30s now, Kjaersfeldt. There is still a little bit of room for improvement in terms of her footwork and timing. She gets caught at the front of the court quite a few times with any deceptions and drops. And I think, therefore, her best chance, as you just said, is she gets half a chance in attack. She has to take it today.
That's good.
Really nice rally from Kjaersfeldt.
4.
Structured, making An Se-young late in the rear corner first of all. Wonder if a little bit of left to right drift helped keep this in. Could have played that, I think, the Korean.
Service over.
Absolute master, Ansing at taking the pace off those little deceptive shots.
Yeah, just a little bit late to react, Kjaersfeldt. She's in the rallies here, the Dane, trying to take some initiative. Must reduce those unforced errors. Devastating punch clear there. Kjaersfeldt off balance, leaning backwards, and An Se-young had loads of attacking options from that forehand corner.
Another cheap point for the top seed. Won the first point of the match, but has only won one more since. And it's got a distinctly ominous look only 5 minutes in.
Service over. 3-8.
She knew it was coming, didn't she, Kjaersfeldt? Well, she couldn't do anything about it.
3.
An Se-young so early on the shuttle. Danger in singles, really, anytime you go cross, quality has to be right up there, or you could put yourself in real trouble with lots of courts to cover.
Misjudgment by the Dane.
10-3.
Yeah, that is an ominous sign as well, as An Se-young on the slightly faster end. She's finding the back line. And it's even tougher, I think, for the Dane.
Service over. 4-10.
Kjaersfeldt looking straight at the coaching. Who is that down there? That's HK Vittinghus, I think, in Kjaersfeldt's corner. We'll get a look in a few moments, I would think, at the mid-game break.
Standing again, and she'll go to the mid-game interval with a 7-point lead. The top seed, all going swimmingly so far.
1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. An Sejong, Sejong, the best. Lina on court. Eleven, 4. Play.
Free-flowing badminton from An Se-young. Looking very comfortable so far in this match.
Service over, 5-12.
On day one, when An Se-young faced Michelle Lee ranked 21 in the world, not too far from where Lina Kjaersfeldt is. So you could argue a sort of similar expectation of player, perhaps, similar age. Michelle Lee really did play with nothing to lose. That's lovely from Kjaersfeldt up the line. And I think that's the difference that we're seeing today. Michelle Lee looked so relaxed, played her own game and tried to assert her game on the match. It feels to me like Kjaersfeldt has too much pressure on herself here today.
Service over, 13-6.
That's just wonderful to watch, isn't it? I'm not sure there's anyone in the game, the women's game, who plays that shot better than An Se-young.
Yeah, when she's early. Like this, she's underneath the shuttle, she's got time to pick her shot. Devastating. Straight smash would have been a winner. I think a punch clear might have caused problems. Cross with the slice was just exhibition stuff.
Maybe Retchnok Interdon at the closest you could get. Plays that shot superbly as well.
Out.
Meanwhile, we've got a Hawkeye challenge here. Kjaersfeldt shot called long. The Dane has asked the technology to take a look. That's not going to help.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 15-6. Play.
Lovely rally, and again, this time she had less time overhead, time to set herself, but her quality at that sort of pace is right up there. That's the thing about Kjaersfeldt coming out of the rear corners, and the reason why I think she gets caught. Sometimes it's difficult for her to stay low.
An Se-young challengers call out.
I'm sure she's going to get much joy with this one, but she's asked the question.
That looked as far out as Kjaersfeldt's previous challenge, didn't it?
Absolutely. Just wanted a towel down, maybe.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining.
Yeah, in game one, sometimes
16.
we saw it yesterday, and I think it was An Se-young.
Play.
Might be just to get true feel as to how far that instinctive shot is going out. Sometimes I just want to take a look. That's plumb on the line.
Well, if that was the reason, she's used the challenge brilliantly, hasn't she? If it's enabled her to judge the length as well as that.
It's a lovely shot. That's what I mean about those options. From that position, she really does have the world in her hands there.
Got it on a string at the moment.
Kjaersfeldt really couldn't have done an awful lot more. I thought she played a good rally. The quality at the net, getting the net cord, I think it was, changed everything. That's the thing about An Se-young. We've been talking mostly about her attacking prowess, but she's one of the best defenders in the game as well.
Oh, that's a much better rally from the Dane.
Service over.
Very few occasions when she was the one asking the questions in an exchange.
She's shown a few times, Kjaersfeldt, that she's sort of hunting a certain area of the court in certain situations, and when it works, she can get on top of the rally like that. So it's a good tactic, I think, against An Se-young, to take those chances, but what about that?
Yet another emphatic winner, and it brings up 12 game points. Well, easy as you like for the defending champion. Takes the first game with consummate ease. 21 points to 8, and it's not even 25 past 9.
Ja.
Så vi på den måde prøver lige at variere tempoet en lille smule mere i vores spil.
Ja.
Så er det stadig at holde fast i de samme ting i forhold til, når vi så kommer lidt ind i så prøver vi stadig til fast i at variere serverne.
Port 1, 20 seconds. Port 1, 20 seconds.
Hold fast her.
Thank you, coach. Second game. Love all. Play.
So here we go, game 2. And so we're looking for a victory in double quick time. Maximum amount of rest before potential semi-final tomorrow.
1 love.
I think if there's one thing that she might be able to try and employ is a very simple, gritty fighting spirit, Kjaersfeldt. Not that she hasn't been so far, but if there's one person that can help with that, it's Hans Christian Vittinghuis, who's coached today. As we saw from him over the years, a terrific fighter, he always was.
Service over. 2-1.
I think this is the first mopping of the court in the match.
Yeah, and Se-Young's been so dominant so far. We haven't seen him all that many long rallies, have we?
Thank you.
Heartbreaking for Kjaersfeldt. That was going to land on the line.
Yeah. That's much better. That's a morale
Service over.
boosting rally
2-4.
for the Dane.
Yeah, going back to those, not half chances, but she got up early around the head. She was very quick to follow that in as well, Kjaersfeldt.
That's just absolute perfection. Made it look ridiculously easy, that backhand.
It's one of the best backhands all week. That was tremendous. How casual as well.
Just the look of disbelief on Kjaersfeldt's face. As if to say, how did you do that?
Thank you.
Much to ponder.
Aggressive play from
Service
Kjaersfeldt.
over. 3-all.
Shorter rallies bowed in her favour. She has to take the initiative early as often as she can. And we've seen that from the Dane. She's trying to be aggressive on the return of serve. One high quality shot to get Se-Young late and then finish the rally in 2 or 3 shots. That's the key for Kjaersfeldt. The longer the rallies will go,
4-3.
the more it'll play into Se-Young's favour.
Three. Six, 3.
Trying a little bit too hard
Dina?
to be aggressive when she's not really in prime position.
It's wide.
Service over. 4-6.
There's too many errors as well for Kjaersfeldt.
Service over. 7-4.
Nearly, but not quite.
Service over, 5-7.
A lot of emphasis from Kjaersfeldt being put on the return of serve in this game. When she gets it right, she really does put An Se-young under pressure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought that was worth a challenge, you know.
Yeah, me too.
In.
Didn't look all that confident, the line judge.
Yeah, line judge body language is a key factor sometimes, isn't it, as to whether a player challenges or not. Did this miss the line? It's another fantastic goal.
Successful. 1 challenge remaining.
Yeah, we've seen some brilliant line judging this week in that respect. Millimetres
5.
of the shuttle catching some of these lines, and they're getting it bang on so often. You can understand now the hesitation. Just got Kjaersfeldt on the string again here. That's right idea.
9-5.
Well, she's still firing back some bullets of her own, the Dane.
6-9. Service over, 10-6.
Quite a few of those kind of points. She's in the rally, decides to take a slightly risky chance, makes a mistake. She can cut those out. She could be well in this.
That said, it's a 5-point lead for the Korean, who looks well on the way now to a place in tomorrow's semis.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. There is on court. Eleven, 6. Play.
Good rally. Oh, she's missed.
She could have got either side too.
Service over, 7-11.
never going to make a mistake with that.
Service over, 12-7.
Well loved wherever she goes, An Se-young.
Well, that was a wonderful piece of retrieving actually from Kjaersfeldt. Allowed her to stay in the rally and then produce a shot that was too good for the Korean.
It's a good pick up, forehand net.
I'm absolutely convinced if they put a small coin on the other side of the net, she'd round the circle on it.
Thank you, Elijah.
Good play from the Dane.
14-8.
Just missed the net. I wasn't sure if that went over or not. Look at that pick up from An Se-young. Forcing Kjaersfeldt to play tighter and tighter, because anything less, she feels the Korean can just dictate.
$15-8.
She's just never been able to exert any genuine pressure on An Se-young for any length of time, really, Kjaersfeldt. Had the odd moment, but nothing more than that, really.
$16-8.
Beautiful.
17-8.
She's taking all the pace off the shuttle. Kjaersfeldt's weight in her heels.
Now she's produced an absolutely A1 flicker.
18-8.
Out of nowhere, really.
Very last second judgment from An Se-young.
8.
Gave Kjaersfeldt a chance there.
Well, she's human.
Service over, 9-19.
Yeah, got to the point. She's got to the point where she can afford to be a little bit flamboyant. There we go again. This time it comes off.
Just toying with Kjaersfeldt, and it brings up a whole raft of match points, 11 of them.
20, match point 9.
She hardly broke sweat. Barely half an hour, and a routine win for the world number one. Lena Kjaersfeldt just couldn't lay a glove on her really at any point. And this is looking more and more ominous. With the other women still remaining in the Malaysia Open draw. Yes, there'll be tougher tests ahead, but she's now only 2 matches away from retaining the title she won 12 months ago here.
Yeah, it's all about An Se-young today. Another superb performance, and just highlighting the difference in class really between An Se-young as the best in the world. It's pretty much any player that's ranked in the 20s. Chen Yufei and Intanon in battle right now on court 2, and it's one of those that's going to be An Se-young's opponent tomorrow.
21-8, 21-9. It only took 33 minutes. And so she'll have maximum rest and recuperation before tomorrow's semi. Got to think our next match will be a bit closer. It's another women's quarter-final. PV Sindhu versus Akane Yamaguchi for the 27th time in a moment. You are watching our continuing coverage of the Malaysia Open. Great to see so many youngsters here this week, both outside on the concourse and inside the arena. And we have reached our second match of the day, another women's quarter-final. PV Sindhu of India facing Akane Yamaguchi, world number 3 from Japan.